Wow, hello there. I just want to talk to you about the reasons why I had a tattoo. Now, I don't like tattoos. I've never have liked tattoos, but I've got one. Now, going back, this is going back centuries now. I had a an accident at work. I twisted my knee and did some damage, soft tissue damage inside my knee, which then took 10 10 years to get fixed. So, yeah, that was a long time. Anyway, so back in 2010, I had a knee surgery operation. It was one of those things where I'd been, because it took 10 years from the year 2000. Like, actually 1999 was the year that I injured myself, and it was 2010 when I had the knee operation. And of course, as you can imagine, being so immobile, I couldn't stand up, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything, and I was in a lot of pain. Even laying down in bed hurt my knee. But the surgeons wouldn't do anything. So of course, you sit there and your mood goes down, your food consumption goes up because that's satisfying. Anyway, so I got fat, and back in 2010, I had a gastric bypass. I lost loads of weight, and then the surgeon said he would do my knee. Anyway, they did my knee, and while I'm sat there recuperating from the knee surgery, yeah, by the way, I've never felt anything so painful in my entire life. Having a knee replaced like that. It wasn't the entire knee, because it wasn't arthritic. The knee operation was because of the knee injury. It wasn't because of arthritis. Or else I think it would have happened to the second of my other knee. But anyway, so as I'm sitting around recuperating, I drew up a bucket list of things that I wanted to do, and I saved it up until I was up and about, and I really felt so invigorated and alive because I'd had this knee op. It felt like a new lease of life, and so I decided that I was going to go through with my bucket list. One of the things on the bucket list was a ride on a hovercraft. Now, down in Southsea, they still operate a hovercraft service over to the Isle of Wight. I haven't been down that way for a long time, but having seen it there all my life, I thought, right, I've got to go for it. So I took the lady Sarah over to the Isle of Wight, and we had a tour of the island. Got on a bus, and we went right across the other side to the zoo. Had a bit of a walk around, and then came back. We had a great day out. Anyway, so that was one thing off the bucket list. The other thing was riding a horse, but I don't really know if I want to ride a horse or not. So I might not do that one. The other thing was to fly in a helicopter. Now, I used to fly radio-controlled helicopters. This is before the days of the drones. This is where you had to control it yourself and have hand-eye coordination, especially when it's coming towards you, because all the controls are different. Anyway, so I wanted to fly in a helicopter. When I was in America, we went to a place, Grouse Mountain, and unfortunately, the snow came over that particular day, so I didn't get to go in a helicopter. So I still keep looking, so I will be doing that. And the other thing, of course, was to have a tattoo. Now, I thought to myself, do I really want a tattoo? And I kept putting it off and putting it off. I thought, shall I have Sarah's name written across my chest in ambergram letter style, so it read the same upside down as it did right way up? But no, I didn't do that. But then came Sir Keir Starmer and his anti-patriotic campaign, his hatred for the English people, when English people are arrested for carrying the British flag. And at the moment there's been an influx in patriotism in this country. Now, if you drive through any of the towns nowadays, you'll see lots of St George's flag and the Union flag up. So I thought to myself, right, I am going to get myself a tattoo. So on my arm under here I have a Union flag tattoo. Now if the UK police arrest me for this, I'm going to say, so are you going to arrest me for the colour of my skin? Yeah. And they'll probably turn around and say, oh, you're racist then, aren't you? Like they do, they're typical lefties leaning namby-pamby thingies. Yeah, so that's what I've got. I've got under there, I've got a Union flag tattoo on my arm because I do respect and enjoy this country that we live in. Not so happy with King Charles a week, but this country was once a great country. We took great steps to end slavery throughout the world, and for people to turn around and say that we're racist for flying the flag, I think is absolutely ridiculous. So that's why I've got it on there. It's a statement. See, with tattoos, if you had a tattoo, you were a rebel. But nowadays, it seems to be, if you haven't got a tattoo, you're the rebel. So, yeah, it's one of those games that you play, isn't it? So either on one or the other. But at the moment, I just think that if you can be arrested in this country for flying this country's flag, then everyone should get a tattoo on their arm to show defiance, especially towards the police and the government. Anyway, so that's it. We're all waffled on almost 5 minutes. Okay, that's why I've had a tattoo, and that's why I'm keeping it. I haven't. It's not too high. Sorry, it's not too low that you can see it under my sleeve of my T-shirt, of course. But it's. I know it's there, and if I want to show it, I just tuck my T-shirt up a bit if I wanted to. But nobody else has seen it apart from my mother and my wife. So we'll keep it that way. Maybe during the summertime, if anyone's interested. And it's warm enough outside to expose one's arm, I'll show you guys. But otherwise, it's not something that I'm going to show to everybody. Anyway, so Robert on for 7.5 minutes. Catch you later, and I hope you like the new format, either long ways or tall ways, landscape or portrait. And as I'm finding out, lots and lots of people are signing in for the narrow portrait shots. Anyway. So I'll catch you all on the next one. See you.